Good evening, high school basketball fans, and welcome to today's broadcast of Northview Wildcat basketball. Today's matchup between the 12-2 and 4th rated in the state Northview Wildcats and the 8th rated in the state in Division II, the 12-3 Abes of Warren Lincoln. Hello everyone, I'm Mike Diebold and I welcome you to the pregame show. Glad you could join us today on the Northview Wildcats broadcast on YouTube. Well, the Wildcats of Northview come into this ball game reeling a little bit as they got upset last night on their home floor versus League Foe Lowell, 51-50, snapping a 7-game win streak for Northview, only their second loss of the season, while Lincoln High School won a 1-point game versus Warren Woods Tower, 50-49. I'd like to bring in my guest analyst tonight, former coach at Northview, both boys and girls basketball, and is presently the JV's coach at East Kentwood, Rob Roloffs. Rob, welcome to the broadcast.
Thanks, Mike. I'm excited about doing this. Top-notch teams, obviously in the state. Both teams are got some super athletic kids out there. Should be a fun, entertaining game to watch or to listen to, for me to watch.
So when you heard the score last night, if you heard it last night or maybe this morning about the Northview game at Lowell, what came to your mind?
Been there, done that. I think we were talking off air before. I mean, this is the dog days of the season sometimes. You know, that late January, early February window, the kids starting to get a little fatigued mentally, emotionally, and physically, and sometimes those things happen. But, you know, on the flip side of that, sometimes when you're expected to make a run like Northview's, I'm sure has that expectation. Sometimes a little kick in the pants, like you lose a game you shouldn't lose, kind of wakes you up a little bit and kind of motivates you for the rest of the year to make a run.
All right, well, let's get into our pregame show here, and let's take a look at the Warren Lincoln Abes. Welcome again, everybody, here to Aquinas College facility, the Sturris Sports and Fitness Center on the campus of Aquinas College here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Be playing this game on Coach Bo Court, named after longtime AD and coach here, Terry Beauchamp. Rob, you know Bo well, as we both coached here at Aquinas doing summer camps throughout the years way back in the day. And Coach Bo, you can't meet a better person.
Oh, no. I mean, I tell you what, one of the legends in athletics around this area. Coach Bo was the athletic director here when I am a Aquinas graduate. I would list him as one of my mentors, as not only from a coaching standpoint, but just as being a young man growing up. All the attributes that Coach Bo exhibited is something I try to follow as we went forward. I mean, there's a lot of legends that came from Aquinas. Larry Randall was a coach here for a lot of years. His camps that you had mentioned. Ray McCahill. Was another one, Catholic Central guy. So a lot of us old guys that, we're around in coaching can probably draw back our roots to work in those camps with Bo.
Yeah, Bo got a court named after him. He must be doing something right. So let's take a look now at the Warren Lincoln Abes out of the Macomb Area Conference, the 6-team Gold Division. They have a 12-3 record. They're 8-1 in their league, one game out. Centerline leads it. The Abes are state-rated, number 8 in Division II. They're on a 5-game win streak. Their last loss was to Muskegon by 5 in the MLK Classic at Ferndale High School. That same tournament Northview played in and lost to the number 1 Cass Tech. Their only 2 losses for Lincoln were to number 2 in the state Brother Rice and to a 5-10 Warren Fitzgerald team. So both these teams have lost to one of the better teams in the state and then got upset by a lesser opponent. Warren Lincoln is a Division II school with an enrollment of 419 students. Northview's a Division I, 1,110 students. Warren is the north side of Detroit, right by Ferndale. Head coach Waddell Henry leads the Abes. They average 57 points per game, give up 45 for a plus scoring differential. Pretty much the same as Northview. Northview about 3 points better defensively. Offensively, both teams are right about at that 57 mark. Warren Lincoln may have one of the better teams in their school history. The Abes are coming off a stretch of playing 3 games in 4 days, as well as a long bus trip from Detroit to Grand Rapids today. Northview might catch them a little tired, but Northview battling cold and respiratory issues is hitting the team right now. So we might have a little bit of a sluggish ball game here, especially against two defensive-minded teams. Probable starters for the red and black of Warren Lincoln. They start 3 sophomores, a junior and a senior. It starts with the twin brothers, Marcus and Moses Blackwell, both sophomores. Number 0, sophomore point guard Moses Blackwell, second leading scorer on the team, distributes the ball well. He's had some games of 16 points, 19 points, and 10. Number 2, sophomore guard Marcus Blackwell, his brother, leading scorer, a shooter. He's had games of 18 points, 12 points, 21 points, 24 points, and 15. And then number 34, junior forward TJ Miner, third leading scorer, leading rebounder. Big man. He's also a 6'5", powerful guy. He's got double machine. He's got 3 different games that he's scored double figures in points and rebounding. And then number 5, sophomore forward Chris Morgan had a 19-point ball game this year. And number 4, a senior center Curtis Rhodes had a 17-point game and an 11-point game. So they have a variety of people who can score the basketball for them. Off the bench, number 3, junior forward Kamari Barton. And then number 33, senior Terrence Davis, Rashid Clements, and Miles Mitchell will come off the bench for the Abes. Famous alumni of the Abes. Coach, you know any famous alumnus from Warren Lincoln by chance?
I do not. I have a wealth of knowledge, but that's not one of them.
That's not one of them. Yeah. Well, I'm going to give you some worthless knowledge here.
All right.
15-time Grammy Award winner, though. Eminem is from Warren Lincoln. He dropped out of Lincoln High School.
Romeo, yeah.
He spent 3 years as a freshman because of truancy and had a rough upbringing as an adolescent. His music aptly describes the movie 8 Mile and the soundtrack about that area growing up in Detroit. So Eminem, a famous alumni.
I can certainly identify. I spent the best 3 years of my life as a sophomore.
As a crested polar bear.
That's right.
Couldn't get out of his freshman year. The Abes versus the Wildcats. Up next is a scout for Northview. And going to have an interview with head coach David Channa, all when we come back to the Frames Unlimited pregame show. Frames Unlimited with many locations. The nearest on Plainfield. Northview grad Kyle Zimdar and longtime Northview supporter Bill Zimdar will provide you with the quality work for all your picture framing needs. Check out their website at framesunlimited.com or call their Grand Rapids North store on Plainfield at 616-364-9529. Frames Unlimited. Had a chance earlier to speak with head coach David Channa. This was recorded 2 days ago, the day before, or the day of the Lowell game, so he was not aware of how they would perform in the Lowell game last night. But this is head coach David Channa and his thoughts on this basketball game today. North of Detroit. A very young team like yours. Theirs a bit younger. They start 3 sophomores, a junior, 1 senior, and they have 2 twin brother guards who are really good, the Blackwells. And it's interesting, 60% of the starting lineups here for the 2 teams will be 3 different families. But what do you know about the Abes?
Well, as you just told me, their mascot is the Abes, which I like. I served in the U.S. Navy on the USS Abraham Lincoln, so that's kind of a cool thing right there for me. But, yeah, I mean, from the early film that we've seen, we've got about 4 or 5 games on them. This team is as good as we've seen all year. You know, I put them up there with the Cass Techs of the world. They're tough kids. They can shoot it. They've got interior players. They've got guards that can handle it. They literally check every box. Very much like a Grand Rapids Christian type of team. You know, and it's a team that we haven't seen before. I don't think we played in the summer either. So, you know, we definitely have our hands full with Warren Lincoln.
I'm here with head coach David Channa, the head coach of the Northview Wildcats. Just recently, after the Grand Rapids Christian big win, became the winningest coach percentage-wise in Northview school history, right in the mid-760 winning percentage. Lincoln High School rated 8th in the state in Division II. Let's break it down. Some of the keys for victory here tonight, Coach. Let's start offensively. You guys offensively, what are you going to have to do to score some points to beat this team?
I think we just got to kind of stay true to ourselves. I feel like we're trending in the right direction offensively. We're giving up good shots to find great ones for each other. And as we're learning, when we do that, we score more points as a team and individuals as well. So, I think it's kind of just keep going with our trend, playing together, playing the right brand of basketball. And then defensively, there's many keys here. But, step one is we got to control the defensive end, keep them out of the paint. And the most important thing is rebound it out of when they do shoot it and get out and going in transition. So, I think a lot of this is kind of be true to who you are and execute the stuff that we know how to do.
So for Lincoln High School, this will be their third game in 4 days. They played Wednesday, Friday, and then this game on Saturday. Defensively, what are some keys that you are going to do against this young basketball team?
I get asked that question a lot if we're going to change, kind of what we do. No, we'll try to identify what they like to do offensively and just be conscious of it. But I think that the way that we play defense has been successful up to this point. So a lot of it's going to be kind of stay true to ourselves and say, hey, listen, come beat us, as who we are. The one thing that they do really well is they post the ball. So we can't let it get inside. Step one, don't let it get inside the paint. Step two, make sure we keep drivers out of the paint. And then after that, hopefully we can take care of business.
You saying you guys play okay defense is one of the bigger understatements of the year. That always cracks me up. But, Coach, we talk about them being a young team. You're a young team. Are you a little surprised the success you've had so far, past halfway through the season here?
I think I feel surprised after every game, to be honest. Yes and no. We're definitely young. We started freshman and a sophomore, a junior and two seniors. So it's not like we're an old group like last year. But I also, having a guy like E.J. Ryans, who may be one of the most mature high school basketball players, people I've ever been around, aside from high school basketball, he kind of makes everything go for us. You know what I mean? He's such a mature, good kid, and he puts winning before anything. He puts winning before himself, before anything at all. And having a guy like that around your program and in your program, kind of sets the stage for everybody else. Like, hey, this is what we do, and this is how we're going to do it. Nothing else matters, other than winning. So, yes and no would be my answer.
So this stretch coming up, a big stretch for you guys with this Warren Lincoln club. In 6 days, you'll have 3 games against 3 very good teams. Just a state-rated, kind of a fun game to play, both teams state-rated. But you got East Grand Rapids at East on Tuesday, who knocked off Grand Rapids Christian. They're very capable. They've played you closest than anybody. You guys only beat them by 3 points on your home floor. And then you got to go to Forest Hill Central, another good ball club who's second place right now in the OK White. And Northview has not had a history of playing well at Forest Hill Central. You guys did last year to win a district championship on that floor. But a big 6 days coming up, 3 good teams.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot about it with the boys. Step one is, we got to handle Lowell tonight. And, I'd be lying if we didn't talk about the week coming up with the team. We did bring it up, and this is, maybe one of the most vital weeks of basketball that we've had all season here, as far as conference standings, the competition we're playing, so on and so forth. And, at this point, our message to the kids is it's a sprint.
Had to cut Coach off there real quick with that interview as we got a little late getting on the air. Had some issues getting on air here, but we got things going now. Looks fine. So real quickly here, the game last night, Red Arrows pulled off a major upset, sent the OK White back into an anybody's title to get between 4 teams, coupled with the Byron Center win at home versus Grand Rapids Christian. The OK White is back up for grabs between Northview, Forest Hill Central, East, Grand Rapids Christian, and Byron Center. Lowell's led last night by a great individual performance by junior Ben Gaskins, 21 points, hitting 5 threes in the game as Lowell came back from 11 points down, 30-19. Northview had them. Went on a 15-0 run in the third quarter to put pressure on Northview. Northview was led by freshman Cam Ryans, his career-high 23 points. Brady Swartz added 13, a sophomore, so a freshman and sophomore led Northview last night. Lowell's Drew Veldman chipped in 16 points for Lowell's big upset, heard all around Michigan last night. 2 seniors for Northview last night. Tyron Thomas scored 3 points. Parker Swartz, the other senior starter, did not score in the ball game. Big point in that ball game. Going to turn things over right now to the public address announcer here at Aquinas.
Blackwell. At the other guard, number 2, Marcus Blackwell. At forward, number 3, Kamari Barden. At the other forward, number 4, Curtis Rhodes. And in the middle, number 34, Tamarion Minor. Head coach, Wydell Henry. And now the starters for the Northview Wildcats. Number 0, Cam Ryans. Number 3, Parker Schwartz. Number 4, Tyron Thomas. Number 5, E.J. Ryans. And number 21, Brady Schwartz. Head coach David Chenna.
And that was the starting lineups. I'm sure you can hear those clearly as the speakers pretty loud here at Aquinas. And we're about ready to get things going here at the 2K23 Showcase here at Aquinas. Tyron Thomas will be jumping center against Curtis Rhodes. Warren Lincoln, the Abes, are dressed in all red with white trim. Wildcats in their whites with red trim. The Abes win the tip and running the point, Marcus Blackwell. The sophomore gets it over to his twin brother, Moses. TJ Minor has the basketball, gets it over to Barden. Barden's going to dribble drive. Kicks out left baseline. Wildcats close out, playing good D. Both these teams play good defense. Step back 3 on the way is no good by Blackwell. That was Moses Blackwell. Cats come away with the rebound. Cats will try to draw first blood on their first possession on offense. E.J. Ryans has the basketball, high pick and roll from his brother Cam. E.J. gets in the lane, kick out. Brady Swartz 3-ball on the way, no good. And Northview couldn't throw it in the ocean from behind the arc last night, missed their first 3 in this ball game.
You know, kind of speaking about last night's game, too, from Northview's perspective, sometimes it's the best thing after tough losses, get right back on the court and play. Kind of get that, kind of wash that game right out of your system and get back on the floor.
Got a turnover by Lincoln traveled. Call it Lincoln High School. Northview will have it. Parker Swartz going to almost turn the basketball over, but it's going to stay here at Northview As almost coming away with the steal, Kamari Barden, the junior, for Lincoln.
Northview came out with a set that time, trying a little dribble handoff in the corner and got a little congested.
E.J. Ryans gets it over to Tyron Thomas. Now Brady Swartz, top of the key to Cam. Parker left wing, pick and roll with Cam. As they hedge over the top, does Lincoln, forcing Northview to stay on the one side of the floor. Dribble drive in the lane, Thomas. He gets raked across the arm. Going to be a foul on Lincoln. Kamari Barden is going to get that foul. It's first, the team's first. Cats will have the ball out of bounds underneath their own basket. 6:36 left in the first quarter. We got no score in this ball game. Cats turn it over as they try to get inside. No one rotates back, but out of nowhere comes Tyron Thomas. Swats off the glass, the easy layup. What a block by Thomas.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Showing his athleticism right there. Don't think he's happy about his performance last night, coming out on fire. Thomas finds E.J. Ryans, and E.J. Ryans knocks down the three. Good to see. E.J. was held in check till the very end of that ball game last night. Lincoln High School has the basketball. Barden gets it up top to Blackwell.
Post feed.
Inside to TJ, the big man inside, little 4-footer, and he finishes. TJ Minor with the first two for the Abes.
Big man balling inside, coach. Get a little post touch. He's a big man.
Quickly the other way for Northview. Parker Swartz running the floor like he does. Big man gets down the floor nicely, and he had an easy finish the other way. Cats lead at 5-2. 5:23 left in the first quarter. Moses, dribble drive, gets it to go.
Quick.
Beats his man off the dribble. Got two Blackwell twins, Moses and Marcus, so I'll be calling them those names. Got brothers also on the Northview squad, two pair, the Ryans brothers and the Swartz brothers. And Parker Swartz coming out, entering the ball game, Jake Zerna. Cam Ryans is going to come out of the ball game. Max Haveman in for the Wildcats. 5-4, Cats lead it. Northview has the basketball underneath their own basket. Box set, out of bounds play. There they break it down inside. Thomas misses the easy one, gets the offensive rebound, goes back up. Thought he was going to slam it home. Ends up just putting it over the rim, and he couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, Lincoln's playing a 2-3 on the baseline out of bounds play, and Northview, Thomas is kind of did the old dive right to the middle basket type of thing, and found him. And I think he went up to try and dunk it and felt like he wasn't going to get it there, but he got the offensive rebound, got fouled.
Thomas, a 61% free throw shooter, misses the first. This was a bugaboo last night for the Wildcats. They left a lot of points at the free throw line. They've been shooting free throws much better in that 7-game win streak that they had. But last night didn't shoot it very well at the line. Thomas gets this one, his first point of the ball game. Cats lead it 6-4. 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Moses Blackwell has the basketball, running the show.
Northview's playing great man.
Dribble drive by Barden, misses the layup, the lefty. Thomas behind the back after his rebound in the open court, gets it up to Zerna. Zerna gets into the paint, might have got away with the travel. Brady Swartz kicks it over Tyron Thomas, 3-ball on the way, no good. Brady Swartz battling for the rebound. He's going to knock it out of bounds, and Lincoln will have the basketball. Mike Diebold, Rob Roloff's on the call for you this afternoon here at Aquinas College at the 2K23 Showcase. We'll tell you what happened earlier today. 3-ball on the way is no good by Marcus Blackwell. TJ with the offensive rebound, and TJ Minor making his big presence, big stocky 6'5" player, gets that one to go. EJ Ryans is going to get fouled. Foul's going to be on Kamari Barden. Entering the ball game for the Abes is going to be Miles Mitchell. Cam Ryans and Parker Swartz back in for the Wildcats, replacing Brady Swartz and Max Haveman.
Early on, it looks like Lincoln has an advantage inside in terms of offensive rebounds. They've gotten a couple equal opportunities, but Northview's defending really well. So it's something to look as we go move forward on this one. TJ
Miner, the big man, coming out of the game to get a breather, is kind of up and down the court. He's a little winded over there, but he's made his presence known early. Parker Schwartz has the basketball. Cam Ryans over to EJ. They swing it to the right side. As Lincoln trying to keep Northview to one side of the court, which a lot of teams haven't been able to do. Zerna inside, gets the pass from Parker. Top key, EJ is going to dribble penetrate. He's going to get fouled before he can get the shot up. I think they're going to say on the floor. Cats will have the ball underneath their own basket.
Got two. It's 2 shots.
Oh, they're going to call it 2. All right, a little continuation. NBA will take it. That foul was on Marcus Blackwell. His first, team's 4th. Lincoln 4 fouls, Northview without a foul. Northview does a good job playing defense without fouling.
Warren, Lincoln's coach, is having a discussion with Derek Smith, the official, which he's going to lose. Kind of what you said. You thought it was on the ground, and so did Warren's coach.
EJ knocks down the first free throw. A 67% free throw shooter for the Cats. Nails them both. EJ Ryan's off to a quick start. He's got 5 points. He was awfully quiet till the very end of the ball game last night, as they did a nice job on him. Fitzpatrick for Lowell did a nice job on EJ Ryan's. A tough task to guard him. Nice pass inside. The finish by Barden. He gets his first 2 points of the ball game. We got an 8-8 tie. Just over 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
Lincoln's in a 1-2-2 trap. They're trapping all over the floor here.
Thomas finds
Zerna.
Opposite diagonal skip pass. Parker can't get the 3 to go. Struggled last night with the 3 ball. And away comes Lincoln with it. Deep 3 on the way by Blackwell. That was Moses. Couldn't get it to go. Moses behind the back pass. Sweet pass to Miles Mitchell, who finishes with a dunk. And the Cats trail by 2. Nice athletic move right there. Behind the back pass to a dunk.
They have Lincoln's got the big, tall, lengthy the Barton on the point there, who's makes it really tough to throw over the top.
Good size by Lincoln. Their point guard's small, about 5'8", but the rest of them match up well with Northview. A lot of pushing and shoving going on the dribble penetration by EJ Ryans. EJ gets in the lane again, comes up short with the 6-footer. Tyron Thomas comes away with the rebound. He falls to the floor, throws it up, thinking he's going to get fouled. No call. And they're kind of letting him play here a little bit. Cats have not been called for a foul yet. 4 on Lincoln. Lincoln's going to have the basketball, though.
Looks like Thomas is having an issue with his right hand. He's got the wrist tape, and he's been kind of grabbing at it and flexing it. I don't know if it's a previous injury or something that happened last night, maybe.
He might have injured it a little bit last night. Don't remember any incident where I know he came down on his shoulder a couple games ago. As Parker Schwartz blocked the layup, left-handed layup by Marcus Blackwell. Parker Schwartz slaps it off the board. The second nice block shot by the Wildcats, but it goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Lincoln going to retain it. He'll have it underneath their own basket.
Yeah, he's long, athletic kid. That's those nice timing as well.
We got a
they're talking about the possession.
Stoppage of play here, trying to figure out the arrow. Who's going to have the arrow? Jason Martin, former player of mine. Coached him when I was at Forest Hill Central. He was a freshman at Forest Hill Central. Does a nice job with the Grand Rapids Storm. 10-8. Wildcats find themselves down 2. EJ Ryans gets it to Parker Schwartz. They get it across the timeline against that half-court trap. Cam Ryan, spin dribble. It's swatted away by Mitchell. We're seeing some athletes swatting the ball around the rim. What an acrobatic move. Moses Blackwell in the open court does a reverse layup. High glasser with English on it. Gets it to go. And Lincoln has a 4-point lead. Cam might have got away with the travel.
Definitely traveled.
Kick it back out. Lincoln coach thought he traveled also. Cats running the weave up top. Thomas gets it inside to Cam Ryans. Cam shaking and baking inside. A lot of contact, no call. Gets it back, though. Cam Ryans keeps battling. Comes up with his own miss. Puts it back in for his first 2 points of the ball game. Had 23 last night.
He's going to be he's a heck of a player right now, but, man, it's just a freshman.
12-10. Cats down 2, 49 seconds left. 3 ball on the way by the little point guard, Moses Blackwell. He's got 7 first quarter points. Leads all scorers in this game. 5-point lead now by Lincoln. Biggest lead of the ball game. 35 seconds left in the quarter.
Coach Shan a little upset. Ryans did not close out with a hand up and left the 3 uncontested.
They left some threes open last night as Ben Haskins is just knocking down some threes, hit 5 of them. About 4 of them were wide open, which is very unusual for the Cats. E.J. Ryans breaks down the defense as he gets by Culliver, gets all the way to the basket, gets fouled, can't get it to go, but he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
I love how they isolate him up top, because when you're up top, it's hard to have that help side situation, because there really isn't a help side. So
exactly.
Opens up the floor a little bit.
Tough to step in and get there in time to take the charge. EJ at the free throw line. Misses another one. I'd say Northview has missed another one. That was the first miss by EJ in this game. He's 2 of 3 at the line. He'll get another. Cats down 5.
I'm sure he's got a lot of colleges look at him.
He does. All the MAC schools already. As a sophomore, they were looking at him. And he's got missed both free throws, did Ryans. Cats struggling at the line in the last 2 ball games. 15-10, almost a turnover as Marcus Blackwell almost turns it over. 3 ball, Moses from deep as he just had to beat the clock and way off the mark. And the Wildcats going to find themselves down 5, 15-10. We'll be right back. LVC Financial. Call former Northview grad Ryan Vanderswart and his team at LVZ Financial at 616-394-4994 for all your financial planning needs. LVZ has a hometown atmosphere with the horsepower of a larger firm. Call Ryan for his 25 years of experience or his team today for all your financial planning needs at 616-394-4994. And thank you for your support of Northview Athletics. Well, Rob, Northview only 10 points here and having trouble scoring the basketball against a good athletic Lincoln High School.
Obviously playing a game last night and playing a tough one down to the wire last night. So sometimes that works itself out a little bit, though. They'll start putting the ball in the hole. But yeah, Lincoln is long and athletic.
The Abes will have the basketball, up 5. Cats man-to-man as they always do. And Moses Blackwell.
Look at Lincoln come out with a set right here.
The 5'7" point guard. And there is their offensive sets. They swing it around, a couple shuffle cuts.
Northview defended it well. A little drift.
3 ball on the way from the right corner, knocks it down. That was Marcus Blackwell from his twin brother Moses. And we got the biggest lead of the game for Lincoln High School, an 8-point lead. Brady Swartz gets it up top to E.J. Ryans. Thomas. Parker Swartz. Cam gets a right side, Brady. A lot of touches, a little pick and roll. Nice roll to the basket. Cam misses an easy one, then gets his offensive rebound, misses another easy one, but it's knocked away. Cats have it underneath their own basket.
That was one of their best possessions right there. A couple ball reversals, ran a real nice screen and roll. Ball didn't go in the hole, but you like to see the fact that they're executing.
Cats are shooting kind of like they did last night, just everything in and out. Parker Swartz up high. It's going to be turned over. Going to get a breakaway going the other way. They didn't call the goaltend, but Moses Blackwell will get the bucket on the breakaway. Thomas streaked down and goaltended that ball. It ended up going in, but there was no whistle.
I saw him chase. I thought he was going to get him again there.
Cam Ryans need a bucket here. Cats getting doubled up, and we're going to call it for a travel as Cam shuffled his feet as they had help side defense. And the Cats out of sorts offensively like last night as they find themselves doubled up 20-10 here with 6:47 left in the half.
Yeah, one thing Northview's got to do when they get that ball to the middle, if Cam would just look diagonal low opposite, that guy is open, and he's trying to come back to the ball side where the trapping's coming from.
Moses Blackwell being checked by E.J. Ryans. They get it top of the key to Marcus Blackwell. Marcus crossover dribble, gets in the lane on Parker. Parker thought he had the block, but he's got him over the arm and going to the free throw line is going to be Marcus Blackwell. Very young team. This is going to be a good team in the next couple of years. 3 sophomores play a lot.
Team first 2 times.
Here's one of the sophomores, Marcus Blackwell, twin brother of Moses. Knocks down the free throw. He's got 4 points.
They got another one, sophomores out there too. Number 5, Morgan, who's a sophomore, is a long, looks like he's about 6'4", 6'5", but long.
Blackwell misses the second free throw. Cats down 11, biggest lead of the game for Lincoln. Parker Swartz getting hounded, gets it up to E.J. Ryans. Got their offense starting way away from what they normally do. It's pushed way out by this long, lengthy pressure defense by Warren Lincoln. Parker Swartz has it, left wing, just in front of us. Tyron Thomas, they're having all sorts of issues just trying to pass the ball. You have to break them down like Brady just did. He gets his shot blocked, and it went off Brady Swartz. Nice block shot in there. Believe that was Marcus Blackwell. Goes off Brady Swartz. He did what he needed to do, break down the defense, but couldn't finish, and a good block shot. We're seeing a lot of block shots in this ball game.
Yeah, that's where that length of Lincoln kind of paid its dividends there, because Swartz did make a nice move, got to the bucket, but you know, if you're 6'5" and there's got to be a 6'7" kid in there, that's kind of hard to shoot over.
Coach Chan is going to take a timeout, his first timeout of the ball game. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back. Frames Unlimited with many locations. The nearest on Plainfield. Northview grad Kyle Zimdar and longtime Northview supporter Bill Zimdar will provide you with the quality work for all your picture framing needs. Check out their website at framesunlimited.com or call their Grand Rapids North store on Plainfield at 616-364-9529. Frames Unlimited. Coach, tell them what you just told me, because I thought the same thing yesterday, and they're starting out like this today.
Yeah, Northview was just a little lethargic, like a lack of energy. Need somebody to come in there and maybe give them a little energy. There's a turnover. That'll help.
Parker Swartz, denial D, gets a turnover. Cats are dealing with, like a lot of schools are, they're not using it as an excuse, a lot of cold and flus in the respiratory thing that I know all kinds of people have. As difficult to play basketball at times when you can't breathe very well. But they don't play with the intensity that they have been, and that happens at times. E.J. Ryans gets a good look, does a nice Euro step, reverse layup, can't get it up high enough on the board and misses the shot. And the Abes come away with it. E.J. Ryans is going to get called for the foul as he was bodying up. Marcus Blackwell is doing a nice job taking Northview off the dribble. You don't see teams take Northview off the dribble very much, and they've played some stiff competition, some quick players, and they're just getting beat off the dribble, as you mentioned, just having trouble moving.
Number 1, Mitchell's coming in the game. He's another kid. He's got to be 6'8", long kid, athletic.
Miles Mitchell, a senior, just got the basketball right now. Big, tall, lanky kid, long arms. And he gets the ball off to Marcus Blackwell, their leading scorer. He's going to shoot a deep 3, pulls up, no good. And saved it. Brady Swartz saves it, throws it ahead to his brother Parker. A tough left-handed finish. Nice move by Parker Swartz to run it down, know where he is, and left-handed gets it to go.
Yeah, Parker Swartz did a great job running the floor. Like, that was the key to that. The pass was good, everything was great, but he ran the floor hard and got an easy layup. Wasn't an easy layup, got in the layup.
Tough layup. Brady to Parker. The brothers execute the fast break. Inside over the sophomore. Can't get it to go. Mitchell.
More offensive rebounds for Lincoln.
TJ Miner, the big guy, back in there. Big, stocky football player. 3 ball on the way is no good by Rhodes. Tyron Thomas comes away at the rebound. He's in the open court going the other way. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. A lot of contact. And Northview will have it underneath their own basket. Northview with 12 points only. Quarter and a half into this ball game. 4 minutes halfway through the second quarter. Cats struggling to score the basketball. Had trouble getting the inbounds play. And almost a turnover there. Thomas goes into the backcourt to run it down as the A's are all over the Wildcats here. Physical ball game. They're just letting them play.
Lincoln's under 2-3 for the first time here.
See if Cats can get an open 3 look here that they've been struggling with. There's Brady. He's going to dribble drive, reach around, gets knocked to the floor. No call. And a turnover by the Wildcats. Jake Zerna comes to the scorer's table looking to come into the ball game. There's an offensive foul. Nice job by Brady Swartz. Took one in the chops as TJ Miner elbows him on a spin dribble right in the chops and knocks him into the stands almost.
He should be charged with 2 fouls on that one. That was got his money's worth.
Check the chicklets after that when he comes out of the ball game. And Zerna will come into the ball game for the Cats. Cats down 9, 21-12, 3:22 left in the first half. Cats having difficulty scoring the basketball in the last 36 hours of basketball.
Lincoln's back man-to-man now.
Nice hands. Misses a 2-footer wide open. Didn't use the backboard, back irons it, and it comes down to Warren Lincoln. And that just kind of summarizes how these last 36 hours have gone for Northview offensively. All the way to the basket and scores it is Marcus Blackwell. He's got 6 points on the ball game. And the Cats find themselves down 23-12. Another turnover. E.J. Ryans. We're going to get a jump ball as E.J. ties up Curtis Rhodes.
That last possession, again, it's another example. When the ball's at the top of the key, it's really hard to provide help.
Possession arrow
it should be red.
Northview way. Northview will have it. Cam Ryans has it way away from the basket. Gets man defense now. E.J. Ryans with the handoff from Cam. Not a lot of offensively, you want to see player movement and ball movement. We're not seeing much of either. This time we get shot blocked. As Parker Swartz drove the baseline, he gets a shot blocked, and away comes Lincoln with it. They're going to throw it away at the other end. Miscommunication. I think if we would have put the lob up, they would have got the layup, but threw it too hard and goes out of bounds. Back-to-back turnovers now.
And Northview in their pick and roll game from the wings, they're starting to refuse the screen because Lincoln has been jumping up over the screen. And last couple times they've done that. That's a good move. He's got to finish it.
E.J. Ryans, top of the key, trying to break the defense down and has nowhere to go. Cats standing around, a little stagnant on offense. Cam Ryans dribble drives, gets all the way to the basket, can't finish, too strong. There's Zerna with the offensive rebound put back. That might just be what Northview needed. That second chance points there by Jake Zerna working hard on the offensive glass.
That was a great offensive play.
Northview cuts it to 9, 23-14, minute 40 left. Into the ball game, Jamari Culliver has the basketball. He's going to turn it over. E.J. Ryans with the steal. He's coming back the other way. It gets knocked out of bounds. Cats will have the basketball underneath their own basket. Cats are usually really good in the open court. This quickness and length by Warren Lincoln is really bothering them. Things that they usually can blow by, they are not able to in this game. E.J. takes it out, has trouble getting it in. Finds Tyron Thomas. He gets checked as they rolled him right in front of the rim. He gets clobbered. He's down on the ground got hit in the face.
Kamari
Going to be
Barden.
one in the bonus because they're over the limit, are the Abes.
That's that same set they ran earlier where they kind of clear out the middle and they let Thomas just dive right down the middle against his own. Nice little out-bounds play by Coach Shanna.
Thomas will be shooting front end of a 1-and-1 here. This is the free throw. Cats just having all kinds of trouble scoring the basketball as two players for Warren Lincoln couldn't corral the rebound and come tumbling down on his back. He's got knocked by his own player. He's going to get called for a travel. So Northview dodges a bullet there. Going to have a basketball underneath their own basket with a minute 22 left. Into the ball game for the Abes. Rashid Clements, a junior, into the game. As well as Chris Morgan, a sophomore, just enters the game. Cam Ryans gets into the paint, little 8-footer, can't get it to go. Thomas, high rebound, knocks it around, but the Abes come away with it. Abes have the basketball. 9-point lead, minute left, 3-ball, in and out is no good by Marcus Blackwell. Cats with the rebound.
Great block out by Zerna right there.
Zerna came in giving him a spark off the bench. E.J. Ryans cannot shake his defender, which is a new defender, Rashid Clements. Parker, 3-ball on the way, can't get it to go. Cats stone cold from behind the arc in the last 2 ball games. Woelfel shooting from behind the arc. 40 seconds left in the half. They're going to bring it out wide, try to break Northview down by spreading the floor. Down to 30 seconds left in the half.
Maybe holding it for one.
Could be. Swartz
Long time, though.
on Marcus Blackwell. Almost an over and back call. Almost a turnover. We're going to get a foul. Tyron Thomas went after the basketball, and they said is going to foul Jamari Culliver. Thomas's first, team's only third foul. Tells you a little bit about the aggressiveness when you only have 3 fouls in the half, although they do play good defense without fouling.
And usually in tournaments like this, they let them play a little bit. Which is, I like it that way.
15 seconds left. They get it across the timeline. Going to drive all the way basket, kicked out, turns it over as Blackwell was trying to find a spot-up shooter in the right corner, and that was Clements. They don't connect, goes out of bounds. Cats will have it, 10 seconds left in the half. Cats down 9. Cam Ryans crossover dribble, spin dribble in the lane. Air ball from about 12 feet after his spin move. And the Cats are going to find themselves down 23-14. A 9-point deficit for the Cats. They were down 5 after the first quarter. Find themselves down 9. They only scored 10 points in the first quarter, but they only scored 4 points, did the Wildcats, in the second quarter. Come on back to the Drosh Heating and Cooling halftime report right after the MHS AA message. Cats are struggling, having trouble shooting the basketball. Only 14 points at the half, and they trail by 9 to the Warren Lincoln Abes. We'll be back after the MHS AA message.
High honors for a handful of coaches in Michigan, and the basketball record book has some new entries for steals. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid. The National Federation of State High School Associations Coaches Association has named 23 coaches from across the country as its 2021-22 National Coaches of the Year. Among those 23 is one from Michigan, Jill Evers, the cross-country coach at Kent City. In her 33 years at Kent City, Evers has led the Eagles to 21 conference championships, 7 regional titles, and 2 state runners-up finishes in 2012 and 2022. Evers was the NFHS Sectional Coach of the Year in 2006, the Michigan High School Coaches Association Coach of the Year in 2022, and was inducted into the Michigan Interscholastic Track Coaches Association Hall of Fame in 2012. She's also coached the boys cross-country team at Kent City since 1993. The NFHS has been recognizing coaches through an awards program since 1982, naming both National Coaches of the Year and Sectional Coaches of the Year. 3 Michigan coaches were named Section 4 Coaches of the Year this year. Mark Posey, the boys golf coach at Big Rapids, Ronald Hebert, the Lake Orion boys lacrosse coach, and Scott Werner, the girls track and field coach at Pewamo, Westphalia. Congratulations to everyone honored by the NFHS. Game balls this week go to 2 boys basketball players who both topped the state record for steals in a game 1 week apart. First, it was Centerline's Cody Bowling, who had 15 steals in a win over Hazel Park. The previous high of 14 was set in 2018. 1 week after Bowling's performance, Felix Quevedo of Crystal Falls Forest Park also recorded 15 steals, this coming in a win over Gwynn. So now both Bowling and Quevedo sit atop the list for most steals in a game with 15. Don't try and dribble past either of those two. The final game ball goes to Westland John Glenn wrestling coach Bill Polk. He recorded his 500th win as coach of the Rockets, the 38th wrestling coach to achieve that feat.
Need money for college? You need My Student Aid. My Student Aid is the go-to resource that helps Michigan families find money to pay for college. Plus, they'll guide you through the financial aid process and answer any questions you have. For grants, scholarships, and more, connect with My Student Aid, helping make college affordable for everyone. Learn more at michigan.gov/MIStudentAid.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with the MHSAA's Sam Davis.
Did you know there's no such thing as over the back in basketball? If 2 players are going for a rebound and the player behind another player is able to grab it over the top of the player in front, that's not necessarily a foul. He or she did not go over the back. The player behind another player may have committed a foul such as bumping the player in front or pushing that player, gaining an advantage to grab the rebound, but that would be whistled for a push or grab, not over the back. A taller player or player who can jump higher grabbing a rebound is not a foul. It is only a foul if they create an advantage by pushing, bumping, or any other kind of illegal contact while in the process of going for a rebound. Fans yell over the back all the time, but an official will never call a foul for going over the back.
Thanks, Sam. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you are interested, go to the MHSAA website now to register. Staying with officiating, this week is Winter Sports Officials Appreciation Week. The work and time and effort that officials put in should be appreciated every week, but it's great to see schools and teams and communities across the state recognizing officials. Schools are sending thank you cards, posting messages of support on social media, treating officials to coffee and donuts, and more, all in an effort to say thank you. There are a little more than 8,000 registered high school officials in Michigan, and there's no doubt that they hear a lot of things during a game. Now is a great time to make sure they also hear thank you from coaches, players, and fans, because without officials, it's just practice. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross. We'll see you next week.
And we are back here at Aquinas College. Mike Diebold, Robert Olof's on the call for you this afternoon. Wildcats having trouble scoring the basketball, find themselves down 9, 23-14. Let's go over the individual scoring in this first half. First of all, for the Warren Lincoln Abes, TJ Miner with 4 points, Kamari Barden with 2, Miles Mitchell with 2, Marcus Blackwell, a sophomore, with 6, and his twin brother Moses Blackwell, also obviously a sophomore, with 9 points. The Abes have hit 2 3 balls in this game. For the Wildcats, Jake Zerna with 2, Parker Swartz with 4, Ty Thomas with 1, Cam Ryans with 2, Grady Swartz, the sophomore, has not scored. E.J. Ryan's leading scorer for the Wildcats with 5. And that's where we stand, 23-14. And Rob, just tough going here for the Wildcats, and just look a little sluggish. Well, that second half last night, and it's again today.
Yeah, it's kind of been kind of a drag, offensively for Northview. I mean, they've had some opportunities, to put the ball in the basket, and they haven't finished. And again, as we mentioned a couple times already, obviously Lincoln's long and athletic, and maybe some baskets that, against some other teams might be easy finishes. Now you got length and athleticism to deal with. So, but I'm telling you what, Coach Shannon will get his kids together, and they'll come out and a little more energy. And I feel like EJ needs to step up a little bit too. Maybe come up with a little bit more offensive, attitude instead of just trying to play a playmaker at this point.
I agree with you there. That last night they needed it. He finally got it going way late in that game, but some of their, last night, Parker Swartz did not score. Tyron Thomas had 3 points. Those are the third and fourth leading scorers on Northview, and between them averaged about 18 points per game. Got 3 between the two of them last night against a team that does not have the quickness and the size that this team has. And they're just struggling from behind the arc. And when they've done that early in the season, when they've had some games where they didn't score well, they're not hitting any threes, softening that defense up a little bit, which then opens up the lane. And now when they go penetrating the lane, they just get a lot of saggy defenses with some size that makes it difficult to finish.
Yeah, so the other side of that story here is someone needs to step up from a leadership standpoint. I mean, you can only say so much as a coach, as you know, Mike, and you were hoping that, whoever the leadership, within that Northview team is, they step up and start saying, all right, guys, we got to do some of this ourselves too. And also, and I don't remember the kid's name, but Northview's got a kid that's out, right? One of the starters?
Yeah, Terrell Jefferson has been out for a while.
Okay.
He was probably, at the time, he was playing as probably their second best player.
Yeah. And that doesn't help, obviously.
Matt Toole also is probably about an eighth man. He's out also, hasn't played in a while. So, their bench is gotten shorter. Gives Jake Zerna more playing time, Max Haven. And Jake comes off the bench and does pretty well. Their starters log a lot of minutes, and as the season goes on, that shows. And you get a little sickness going on too, and you log all those minutes, and it's tough to battle through. But they're going to have to do it, and they got a big week coming up. They 2 away games. The first one at East. East was a 3-point game last time at Northview, and then they go 2 Forest Hill Central, and those two teams are right there, 1 game out, and so 2 tough road games. So not a good time to maybe not be playing well.
Right. Yeah, I hated away games on Tuesdays are always the ones that I would just hate to have those, because those bus rides and Tuesday nights and late, I've always felt like we've always played our worst games on Tuesday nights on the road.
So we'll see what the Cats have here in the last 16 minutes of basketball here at Aquinas College. As we going to need some offense. Cats are playing a little better defense than last night. I thought they had one of their worst defensive performances last night. Some good individual 3-ball performances from the other team. Ben Gaskin, number 1.
Yeah.
But there were some wide open looks. There's not many wide open looks in this ball game. So their defense has been much better. Just struggling offensively. See if we can get Parker Swartz, the 2 seniors. See if we can get Parker Swartz and Tyron Thomas going a little bit offensively. And as you mentioned, maybe get E.J. Rhines taking things over a little bit more, making
Mike, you
plays.
got the eligibility left? I mean, you should be able to shoot it pretty well.
That's about all I could do.
You wouldn't be able to guard anybody
exactly.
as usual. But
I'll wait down at this end for you guys.
Yeah.
Just get me the rock. All right, here we go as Moses Blackwell almost turns it over. Parker almost got the steal, but the Abes hang on to the possession. High pick and roll with Blackwell and Minor.
Screen, yeah.
Little 12-footer tried to go off the backboard, did Moses. Couldn't get it to go. Didn't draw any rim. Cats come away with it. See if the Cats can get some quick early scoring going.
Lincoln's coach was not happy with that shot.
Brady Swartz inside, kicks out to his brother Parker. 3-ball in and out. Cam Ryan's a 2-foot putback, can't get it to go. And the coaching staff just puts their hands over their head and just can't believe it. Come back the other way. Marcus Blackwell spin dribble, gets it to go. And a big 4-point turnaround there. Northview misses an easy one and then gives up an easy one.
Yeah, I'd like to see Cam on that offensive rebound instead of trying to tap it back in to grab it, gather himself, power it up. That might be that length again, though. He might be a little bit concerned with that stuff getting blocked.
He's been trying inside just to get the ball over the edge of the rim, that little touch shot, instead of using the backboard and banging it in. Cats find themselves down 11. They do have the basketball underneath their own basket. Cam has it top of the key, gets it to his brother EJ. Thomas over to Parker. Parker's going to let it fly again. Cannot get it to go. Just in a shooting slump, losing some confidence. He's not afraid to, if he's missed a couple, to keep putting them up. Shooters shoot. But the last 2 nights, he has been struggling. The Abe's little 12-footer is no good from the left elbow by Mitchell. Cats come away with it. Brady over to Parker. Top of the key. Cam Ryan's going to shoot a 3. Back iron, no good. And we don't have stats here with what threes are, but it's about like last night. 1 for about 10, I would guess, which is about what they were shooting last night.
Yeah, you don't need stats to be able to figure out if he's not shooting very well right now.
Shot is up and in. Dribble drive penetration. Marcus Blackwell blows by Parker Swartz.
So Shan might be having a timeout here pretty quick.
Biggest lead of the game, 13 points. Cats finally get it across the half-court trap. Thomas tries to split the defenders. Going to get a foul on Lincoln. Going to get called on Marcus Blackwell. His second, team second. Cats stuck on 14 points. They've been stuck on 14 here. Just woeful offense in the last 36 hours by the Wildcats.
Lincoln made an adjustment, too. They had 2 kids starting that didn't start the game. They got number 1, Mitchell, and 4 Rhodes are kids that started the half that didn't start the game. So
Cats with a lot of standing around on offense. When they're playing well, it's good ball movement and player movement. E.J. Ryans tries to break him down, misses the shot, but there's Ty Thomas to scoop up the miss, get his first bucket of the game. He's got 3 points as he hit a free throw earlier. Step back 3, no good by Moses Blackwell. And we're going to get an offensive rebound by Rhodes. As Parker, Brady Schwartz with the foul. He got beat on the boards right there by Rhodes. Out of bounds underneath for the Abes. 11-point lead and the basketball for Warren Lincoln. Taking a long bus ride from just north of Detroit, 2.5 hours away. Make it here to Aquinas College. And playing pretty well here, especially defensively, holding Northview to 16 points here. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. A lot of passing around the perimeter. Now they get a baseline drive. Shot is up. Good patience by Marcus Blackwell. Shot fakes. Waits for the defender to start coming back down and finishes.
Yeah, I love the way you say patience. Played off 2 feet instead of going off 1 foot. Well, if you're on 2 feet, you're always in balance.
Swartz over to Thomas as they break the half-court trap. Cam Ryan's inside amongst the trees. Going to get fouled. He'll get to the free throw line. As working hard inside, just oversized as he's about 6'3", 6'4" is Cam. I'd say more like 6'3", and he's been going up against 6'5", 6'6", and some guys that can jump and have some length.
It's definitely a factor, in terms of finishing. Now you got to hit your free throws.
Which they haven't been doing. Cam, a 57% free throw shooter, misses that one. And the Cats just losing a lot of confidence in their shooting here in the last 2 ball game and a half.
They get some energy.
Which he does. Jake Zerna, instant energy off the bench. Parker Swartz goes to the bench. He misses both free throws, does Cam.
Yep, it was halfway down.
Rims around, shots going up. Late whistle as Kamari Barden gets the Euro step. Going to get a foul. That foul's going to be on E.J. Ryans. And Barden, the junior for Lincoln, will be going to the free throw line to shoot 2. Cats scored 4 points in the second quarter. They have 2 points here halfway through the third quarter.
Just want to look at that official's name.
So a quarter and a half, they've scored 6 points, have the Wildcats.
I feel like it's been a pretty well officiated game, Mike. These guys do a nice job so far.
Splits the pair. Does Barden. He's got 3 points on the ball game. 30-16. Cam Ryan's in the open court with the nice finish. He's got 4.
Good execution on the half-court breaker there. Good finish by Cam.
They went long with it and got the easy one at the other end. Wasn't a breakaway, but pretty easy shot. Cats down 12, 30-18. Halfway through the third quarter, long 3 on the way. Got it to go. Moses Blackwell, his second made 3 of the game. He's got 12. Timeout by head coach Waddell Henry. And we're going to take a timeout. 15-point lead by the Abes, and largest lead of the ball game. They lead the Cats 33-18. Thank you, sponsors of Northview Athletics. Frames Unlimited, Kyle Zimdar. Shane Saraki, Nationwide Insurance. LVC Financial Planning, Ryan Vanderswart. Josh Heating and Cooling, Ryan and Dave. Team IT, Brady and Sam. The Score Restaurant, Mike Marsman of Treadstone Mortgage. Ken Jansen of Lake Michigan Credit Union. Michelle Berger of Berger Realty. Mary Schoen of Greenridge Realty. Lake Michigan Credit Union. Angela Davis Brown Salon. Cutting Edge Builders. Tool Construction. Quality Express Car Care Center. Lindy Tannis of Tannis Home GR. Legend Signs. Flo's Pizza. Jones Construction. Christian Koff Fundraising. Plume Service Company. Shannon Swartz of Pure Point Mortgage. Woodland Airstream, and Straight Line Fence. Cats have the basketball against full court pressure. Got it across the timeline. EJ gets it knocked away. He's got to go back over the timeline to get it. 3:40 left in the third quarter. Cats down 15. Cam, high pick and roll. Turns the ball over, trying to get it to Thomas. Breakaway going the other way. The A's, Zerna missed layup. Zerna did a nice job and couldn't get the second putback to go either. And the Wildcats dodge a bullet there, come away with it. Zerna inside scores it. And see if that can get the Wildcats going. Looks like it's going to be an easy 2 the other way. Cats come back and get 2 going the other way. 13-point ball game.
So Zerna scores on this end, right? But on the other end, his hustle down the floor, contested the layup, forced the miss. It's 2 good plays on both ends by him.
Moses Blackwell misses the layup and can't secure the rebound. Wildcats couldn't. 3 ball on the way deep by Blackwell. Marcus that time. And we got a whistle, and we're going to get a jump ball on the rebound. Arrow goes Northview's way.
See if Northview can get this. Sorry, Mike. See if Northview can get this thing under 10 here. It's 13 right now. A little stop there, another stop, and we'll go right back into it.
Knock down a 3 possibly, or get to the free throw line, knock down some throws, get this thing under double digits here with 2:33 left in the third. Cats down 13.
Thinking in a half-court trap here.
Almost another turnover. They're just not breaking. Brady with a sloppy pass almost turns it over. So it goes way down the other way. They're just doing some lob passes over the length instead of, and they're throwing it away from the basket instead of towards them attacking the basket. Need people flashing in the middle of the floor. And then when you get the numbers, attack the basket.
Well, it's just like any other kind of press breaker, Mike. You want to get the ball in the middle of the floor and have a good decision maker there to either score themselves or get an opportunity for someone else. Right there.
Right there, we got it. Parker Swartz finds Cam in the middle of the floor against the 1-2-2 press. EJ Ryan's got belted in the nose. He's having trouble out there. And it's going to get a foul on Lincoln. Mitchell with the foul, his first, team's 4th in this half. 2:16 left. Cats have it underneath their own basket against a zone defense out of bounds. They throw it all the way over the top. Brady Swartz has it left wing. Parker, top of the key. Cats have their offense pushed way out.
Yeah.
Not much movement going on. Now they get their set going. A little handoff to EJ. EJ right baseline between the leg dribble. He's going to get double teamed. Good help side defense. Good double team by Lincoln. Cats just aren't moving the ball efficiently and getting open. No one really to pass the ball to.
Yeah, it seems like the ball gets stuck on one side of the floor. They don't get it reversed.
Balls have been sticky today. EJ, as they close right out, not letting Northview shoot the three. EJ is going to drive baseline, kick out. There's Brady for an open three. Finally got one to go. Brady Swartz, his first points of the ball game, knocks down a three. Finally, the Cats get a three ball to go. We got a 10-point ball game. It's just threes are just such a big part of basketball now. You hit a couple of those, you're right back in the game. That's how they lost to Lowell last night. They started nailing some threes.
Out of bounds, Wildcats ball.
As a turnover, as Marcus Blackwell baseline drive steps out of bounds, and the Cats, as woeful as they played offensively, can find themselves only 3 possessions behind. If they can score here, they're down 10.
Again, like I mentioned a couple possessions earlier, try and get this thing down to single digits at the end of the quarter and make a run here in the fourth.
EJ having trouble breaking anybody down. He passes over. Cam's going to get double teamed over in the corner. Gets it over to Thomas. Thomas, good job presenting himself. Tries to get the feed inside to Brady. No good. Knocked out of bounds. And Warren Lincoln playing good defense. They're all over the place. They help and recover very well.
Yeah, they do. And again, I mean that size. You know, when you're that big, your recovery is not that short anymore.
Cats have it underneath their own basket. Parker three ball, back-to-back threes by the Swartz brothers. One Brady and now Parker. Parker with 7, and you look up and the Cats have made it a 3-possession game. 7-point lead by Lincoln. Those threes just help so much, and they help you energize your defense too when some shots go down. They're going to bring it out. Is Moses Blackwell trying to hold for one shot. E.J. Ryans has him within guarding distance. They are signaling the 5 count.
Nope, he
now
just dropped it.
They take it off. He's doing a good job, is Moses, running this clock down. 20 seconds left in the third quarter.
It's a long time to hold it, but he's doing a nice job, the young kid here, the sophomore.
They fall asleep through the Cats, but the missed easy layup inside. 2 easy misses inside by Culliver. A third offense rebound, and finally a fourth one put back by Miles Mitchell. They're going to say that was Mitchell with his 4th point of the ball game. As, what do they have, 5 attempts at that offensive rebound, and they get it to go finally, does Warren Lincoln, and they're going to take a 35-26 lead into the 4th quarter. Coach, that one hurt right at the end. 4-5, probably 5 attempts at the basket from 4 feet.
It did, because as we talked earlier, it would have been nice to, get into that 4th quarter with a 7-point lead, and as you mentioned, not shooting it well, not, doing the things that they normally are doing, and then you're only sitting there with a 7-point deficit. Kind of feel good about that. So that last possession. That's why, we tell kids all the time, every possession is huge. You got to finish every possession.
So a stalemate in that third quarter. Both teams scored 12 points. Looked like the Cats would outscore them a little bit, get back into this thing, but just got hurt right there with a bunch of putbacks and miss. 5 of them in a row. They finally got one to go at the buzzer.
In addition to that, Lincoln comes out with the ball, so they actually get 2 possessions right in a row here.
Lincoln will have the basketball and the 9-point lead as we got 8 minutes left in this one. As earlier today, Ann Arbor Huron beat Benton Harbor, and Kalamazoo Central beat Detroit Renaissance. They were up 20 points, Kalamazoo Central was. They ended up winning by 8. And after this game will be North Farmington against Muskegon. Michigan Collegiate plays Grand Rapids Christian after that, and Orchard Lake St. Mary's and Grand Rapids Catholic Central to end it. Nice play. They get a quick one. Culliver gets his 2nd bucket. He's got 4 points in the ball game. Cam Ryans has it, swings it over Brady Swartz. 3 ball, left baseline, too long, no good. Cam Ryans with the offensive rebound. Shot is up. He's going to get hammered. He falls to the floor. Cam Ryans, after the offensive rebound, will be going to the free throw line. Gets rewarded for his hustle.
Did a nice job handling the half-court trap there. Got the ball one side to the next, and then got it to the middle, and Cam got the offensive rebound and attacked.
Cam, a 55% free throw shooter, is 0 for 2 today. Make it 0 for 3. They're just one of those stretches in the back-to-back nights where whether it's free throws, threes, they got the threes going a little bit here in the last couple minutes, but free throws, threes, open looks, just not going down for the Wildcats. Cam misses another free throw. 0-4 at the free throw line. The Abes have the basketball. Marcus Blackwell. Couple nice sophomores here for the Abes. Gives it up to his twin brother. Inside to the big man. TJ Miner misses a little 4-footer as Brady Swartz giving up a lot of pounds to it. And there's TJ again, this time over Cam. TJ Miner with 6 points and a 13-point lead again by the Abes.
Lincoln going zone here.
2-3 zone. As they're mixing up defenses, does Coach Waddell Henry. Doing a nice job of mixing things up against the Wildcats.
Yeah, they got to get it in the high post here, Mike. They've had a couple opportunities, they just missed it. And right now, Cam's in the high post open right now.
Cam's not presenting himself either to want the basketball. Just standing around offensively the last 2 nights. And it's cost them. So they switch out.
Nicely.
Good defense. But everything's just like you mentioned, just too slow, easy to react defensively to what they're doing. A lot of standing around. There's 4 players right now not moving an inch. Just a bunch of standing around, which is unlike Northview.
The zone offenses kind of lend itself to that sometimes, but yeah, you got it. You just missed the high post flash again. There you go.
There we go. Yep. In, back out.
I feel like Cam should have just turned and shot that.
Dribble penetration and nothing there. As the Cats being a step slow, can't get by anybody. Here comes Thomas flashing. EJ's got to look to score a little bit more and put some stuff up. Good defensive possession right here by Lincoln High School as the Cats just not able to execute. TJ gets that partially blocked. He thought he got it on the arm, thought he got fouled as the shot was wild, barely drew rim. And no good, and Lincoln will come away with the basketball.
Team third.
Thomas. Lincoln has the basketball. Blackwell, the sophomore.
Yeah, they're going to run something for the post right here.
Got it up top, Miles Mitchell, the big, tall, 6'8" senior. Going to get called timeout. Coach didn't like his dribbling around. Thought he might have a turnover, and he called timeout just in time. 30. And we're going to take a timeout. 39.
30-second timeout.
30-second timeout. We'll be right back. 39-26. Cats down 13. 5:05 left in the ball game.
Remember, folks, if you leave, you can still listen to today's game at Michigan Sports.
Cooling. Call them at 616-647-0084 for all your heating and cooling needs. They are located just off West River Drive in Comstock Park. Ryan and Dave Jarash have owned this local company for over 40 years. Call them for all your heating and cooling needs. And we are back. Tough last 36 hours for the Cats. Just look very stagnant offensively and going to have some back-to-back losses if not for a big comeback here in the last 5 minutes. But Warren Lincoln has been in control of this ball game all the way. And they have the basketball. Almost threw it away. Miles Mitchell has it, top of the key. They're probably going to be awfully patient with the basketball. We're under 4:44 left in the ball game now. And Moses Blackwell, the point guard, has the basketball. He flies by Brady Swartz, gets a little 6-footer, breaks him down, and scores an easy one. Moses Blackwell with 14 points, leading scorer in the ball game. His brother Marcus has 12. The two leading scorers for them are leading the team in scoring in this ball game.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Mike, but has Northview only played one guy off the bench today in the second half?
Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do. Their starters log lots of minutes, and it's kind of showing here midway through the season. Tyron Thomas with a 3-ball out of nowhere knocks it down.
Still in a good situation. I know you don't want to be down 12, but you're in with striking distance. It's not, out of the question here. They made a nice run last night at the end, too, I think.
41-29, 3:50 left in the ball game. TJ Miner has the basketball. Brady Swartz trying to hound him, almost knocks it away. TJ takes care of it, gets it over to Moses. He'll back it out. Point guard, little guy, 5'7", but quick. He's got some good handles. Gets it over to his taller twin Marcus, and there goes Moses flying down, beating a Northview player off the dribble.
That's a tough matchup for Zerna out there in the top of the point guard.
Going to the free throw line will be Warren Lincoln. Moses Blackwell to the line to shoot 2. He was in the act of shooting.
What do you think about this, Mike? They're not in the bonus. They got all this length, and they got nobody in the free throw.
Resting a little bit, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Moses knocks it down. He's got 15. Coming out of the ball game, Miles Mitchell, the big guy. Coming into the ball game is Kamari Barden, another player with some length. Moses knocks it down. A lot of pieces to the puzzle here at Warren Lincoln. Got a lot of options they can go to. And a young team, they're going to be good for a while. Thomas has the basketball. Cats down 14. E.J. Ryan short on his 15-footer from the left elbow. Cats come away with the offensive rebound. E.J. kicks it over to Zerna. Zerna tries to get inside in the lane. Splits a pair of defenders and scores. A nice job by Jake Zerna without traveling. He's got 6. Coach David Chan is going to call timeout. Just under 3 minutes. 2:58 left. Still a chance, only down 12, 43-31, but it's going to take quite a comeback here. Speaking of comebacks, we'll be coming right back, right after you hear from one of our sponsors, Team IT. Team IT provides computer repair, IT services, networking, and more to the Grand Rapids area. They are located at 5234 Plainfield Avenue, Suite B. Contact owners Sam and Brady, DU grads, at 616-591-3139 for all your business and residential computer needs. Stop in or call Team IT for a free diagnostic test. And we're back. Not looking good for the Wildcats. Find themselves down 12, just under 3 minutes left in the ball game. Cats going to do some full court pressure. Man full court. Lincoln has the basketball. It could be thrown away if someone sees it. Cam didn't see it and didn't go after the basketball. Just not a heads-up play. They had a turnover waiting for him, and the guys back at half court didn't see the basketball. Would have been an easy turnover. Almost an over and back call by Moses. He's getting double-teamed. Cat's going to be double-teaming and trapping half court. The rest of this ball game is going to throw it away. There's a turnover. Cats do get the turnover out of the half-court trap.
It's a big possession right here. I mean, it's like, they got to score here. They got to get 2 points and get this thing in a.
And somewhat quickly. You can't mess around with it for 30 seconds.
Here we go with the zone.
Going against the zone defense. Cats play around the perimeter. EJ gets it inside to Cam, top of the at the free throw line. He probes his way inside, gets the score. Cam Ryans scores it. He's got 6. We got a 10-point ball game. 2:14 left. Full court pressure by the Wildcats. They break it across the timeline. They got TJ Could have had a layup if you wanted. No, got 3 ball on the way. Got it to go. Not sure that was what coach wanted. One of those no, 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 yes, yes, yes as he knocks down the 3. And a big shot for Lincoln right there. Cats going to turn it over, trying to come back quickly the other way. And Lincoln will have it. They go over the top. E.J. Ryan's almost with the steal. Cats down 13, minute 50 left.
Yeah, that 3 was a killer.
Pull up, 15-footer, no good by Mitchell. Now they're going to bring it out, run some clock as they get the offensive rebound. Cats giving up a lot of offensive rebounds from the taller and quicker to the ball today. And there's an easy layup. Marcus Blackwell, he's got 14. The Blackwell twins, 16 and 14, Moses and Marcus. Shot is missed by the Wildcats, and that's going to about do it here with a minute 20. Zerna still full court pressing. Cats down 15. Alley-oop off the pressure. As Curtis Rhodes going to slam it home. They're going to have some fun here. Warren Lincoln here in the last minute. Biggest lead of the ball game, 17 by Warren Lincoln. 3 ball by Tyron Thomas. Back iron, no good. Rebound Lincoln. And we'll see if they call the dogs off here with 50 seconds left. Cats are going to drop back. No, they turn it over. E.J. Ryans comes away with it. 3-on-2 the other way. E.J. is going to go all the way to the basket and score it. E.J. Ryans, his first bucket of the second half. He's got 7. 30 seconds left in the ball game. 15-point lead. And that's going to do it here, as they're just going to, with 27 seconds left, just kind of run things out. Actually, Northview's going to come out and kind of double, so then you got to attack. And they get all the way to the basket. Moses Blackwell scores the layup. Back quickly the other way, Brady Swartz with the dunk.
That was impressive.
And we got a 52-37 15-point win by the Warren Lincoln Abes as they make the 2.5-hour trip up here to Aquinas College. Waddell Henry congratulating his players as they played very well, and Wildcats going to need to regroup. We'll regroup real quick here. Come on back to the LVZ Financial postgame show, and we'll recap this ball game for you. Nationwide Insurance. Call Northview grad Shane Saraki for all your insurance needs. Shane, a late 80s Northview grad, can help you with all your insurance needs. Call Shane at Nationwide Insurance at 678-634-6870. And thanks for your support of Northview Athletics. LVC Financial. Call former Northview grad Ryan Vanderswart and his team at LVZ Financial at 616-394-4994 for all your financial planning needs. LVZ has a hometown atmosphere with the horsepower of a larger firm. Call Ryan for his 25 years of experience or his team today for all your financial planning needs at 616-394-4994, and thank you for your support of Northview Athletics. And we are back. I'd like to thank one new sponsor for the Northview Wildcats, Real Food Cafe, as our newest sponsor. They're located near Plainfield and 4 Mile, and I can vouch for their food. They have great food, large portions. Real Food Cafe, the newest sponsor here for Northview, and we thank you for your sponsorship. Let's go over the individual scoring here in this ball game for the victorious Warren Lincoln Abes. We have Miles Mitchell with 2 points, Kamari Barden with 3, Curtis Rhodes with 5, Jamari Culliver with 4, TJ Miner with 6, and the sophomore twins, the leading scorers, Marcus Blackwell with 14, and Moses Blackwell with 18. For the Wildcats, Jake Zerna with 6, Parker Swartz tied for leading scorer for the Cats with 7. Also, E.J. Ryans had 7, the 2 leading scorers for the Cats. Tyron Thomas with 6, Cam Ryans with 6, and Brady Swartz with 5. 52-37, Warren Lincoln wins it. Coach, your thoughts on the ball game? You saw Northview a couple times now. This last couple games hasn't been their best performances.
No, this is not typical for them, but it's kind of a lot of layers probably to explain how this thing went. I mean, Northview's a little bit lethargic, struggled a little bit with putting the ball in the basket, and then you couple that with Lincoln's, and I thought Lincoln played really smart, really hard, and then their length and athleticism, offensive rebounding. Tough call for Northview in that situation. But I'm sure they'll rebound. I mean, like you said, they have a big week, so get right back at it and shake this off and get after it.
Well, I appreciate your efforts here tonight. We'll stick around and watch some more good basketball games. We got Catholic Central and area school, Grand Rapids Christian later on, as well as Muskegon coming up right now. So we'll be sticking around watching some good basketball here, but I appreciate it, Rob. Thanks.
Hey, always a pleasure, Mike. Appreciate you giving me the opportunity.
So with the loss, Northview goes to 12-2 or 12-3 on the season. Lincoln goes to 13-3. Lincoln's next game is Tuesday at Benton Harbor, a fourth-rated team in the state in Division II. They're 13-2, so Lincoln's got another tough ball game to play. I'd like to thank Brandon Guyton, who ran the tourney here today, for his gracious help in getting us set up for this ball game. And also Rob Roloff for his help accommodating this broadcast with me. Our next broadcast will be Tuesday at East Grand Rapids, a big one. Big week next week for the Cats. Pre-game show airs at approximately 6:50 p.m. on the Northview Wildcats Broadcast Network on the YouTube live stream. Look for the Northview Wildcats Broadcast Facebook page to find that, and on my Twitter feed at MikeDiebold5. So from Aquinas College here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, this is Mike Diebold along with Rob Roloffs. We thank you for listening to Northview Wildcat Basketball. Once again, the final score here today, the Warren Lincoln Abes 52, the Northview Wildcats 37. Cats on a 2-game losing streak. For everyone listening in tonight, I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Have a great evening. Stay safe, and until next time, so long, everybody. And as always, go Wildcats.